Hi guys, welcome back to Living the Harden Dream. It's that time again. This year it's 2025's garden season. And I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a garden tour of what we've already accomplished. We are in Zone 8B, the lower end of North Carolina. We're almost on the North Carolina-South Carolina border. And I wanted to give you a garden tour of what we've got so far. Our last frost date was the first Thursday, I think it was, of April. But my gut was just saying wait till Good Friday to get things started. But long story short, granddaughter that was, I wouldn't say misbehaving, but she needed something to occupy her time. So me and her came out and we planted some seeds that I had. Now mind you, did I document anything? No, I did not. So I cannot tell you exactly what all's in our garden. Me and Papa H went Good Friday. I had a day off from my full-time job. And we went to our local nursery to get some starts, because I don't know what I done wrong. Well, I have a lot of things that I know I done wrong, but I bought an indoor garden greenhouse and I wanted to start all our seeds myself instead of going to the nursery. Well, I had them under grow lights. I had a comment from one of my viewers that said that my plants looked a little leggy, and I agreed. And so me and Papa H tried to lower the lights, but yeah, we could not do that with this type of greenhouse. But I was not smart enough to stick books up under the trays to raise the plant up higher to the light. Wasn't that smart. It was after the thought, after everything was dead, that I realized that's what I should have done. But anyway, me and Papa H went to the greenhouse and we got our local nursery and got some starts. Now, when me and my granddaughter come out here and planted some seeds, those germinated and they started making plants, but it was not in the area that I wanted it. It wasn't as organized. So Good Friday, me and Papa H come out and we cleaned out the garden. We got everything organized where I would like it to be. And I'm sorry if I'm shaking my camera. It's kind of windy in my area, but I wanted to come and talk with you guys, give you a garden tour, give you an update on our life today. As of today, I know I have been kind of out of the circle with posting videos. I normally post 2 videos a week. To-do list is running hard, but I've just got a lot going on. But we've got a lot of updates on the homestead, if you want to call it a homestead. And I want to show you what all we've got. Now, mind you, there's a lot of stuff planted in this garden bed that I don't even know what it is. I don't remember what is where, but I'm gonna show you what I do know where it's at. So let's start this tour. So first and foremost, Papa H has got to get out here with the weed eater and calm this grass down. I've been meaning to get, see, I've got the landscape fabric underneath these metal beds, but I want to do the entire garden in that fabric, put down another line of barrier, but getting the stakes to nail the fabric on the ground, I just have not had the time to find it. These posts, there's posts all the way around. Papa H has got to get out here and cut those down for me. I still need to paint the beds. I'm just unsure of what color I want it to be. And so, but this is my entrance way. Now, the soil in these beds I ordered from a guy out of county from where I live. And this was $1,000. Just to fill these wood beds, I've got one metal bed almost full of soil. And that is what I've got left. We did not get a chance to get out here and get the rest of that dirt up, and now grass is growing in it. So I don't want grass seed in my garden. So we're just gonna have to let go and let God on that one. I'm not gonna stress over these 2 beds. There's areas, if you can see, it's high here and low here. Next summer, I will order another dump of compost. This is compost in my beds, and so I'll order it then. I'm not gonna stress over it. I'll get it the way I want it at some point in time. But about 2 weeks before Good Friday, Papa H come out and he planted this part of the bed with potatoes. I had ordered potato starts from M.I. Gardener, and then I had a bag of russet potatoes in the house that I didn't get a chance to use, and they sprouted. So he come out here and put both in the bed. Now this first line here is from M.I. Gardener. This row here has not popped up anything, and those are the russets that I had in the kitchen. Now you see the white stuff in the beds. This side of the bed here, let me reach back so you can see, this side of the bed here is full of fire ants, and I'm so surprised that those potatoes survived. But I come out here with, and I can't think of the name of the poison that I used, diatomaceous earth, that's what it was, and I sprinkled around the beds. I've put it in the bed, so I'm hoping and praying that that will deter the fire ants from getting into these beds. But I did plant, and I did not Google, I did not do anything. I put dirt in the ground, seeds in the ground, and kept it pushing. But I did plant cabbage on the outside edge of this bed, along with cauliflower. Those have yet to come up. Like, this is Tuesday after Good Friday, so a lot of these seeds have not germinated yet. Oh my goodness, somebody has been in my beds. I had tomatoes lined up here. Oh my goodness, I've got tomatoes lined up here. I've got peppers in the center. I had cilantro here. I'm not sure what this is. It's some bean of some sort, maybe cucumber, I'm unsure. Ooh, you can't see me. See, the cilantro is dying. These are starts that I bought. I've been watering this bed. I need to water it for today. But yes, somebody has been in my beds and have killed all my tomato plants. These are pepper plants. These are some form of bean. That is bean. This is grass. I've got to get out here and clean this out. I am not sure what this is. So if anybody knows, let me know. This is pumpkin. This is butter beans. And I've got field peas planted all through this row here. Now, mind you, I did not plant them until Good Friday, so my butter beans are a little bit ahead. Here is watermelon, and I'm going to break me some dogs. I believe it's dogs that has done my garden like this, but this was onion, and I found out that it was too late to even do that. I'm not sure what this was. Now, I have something planted in the center of each row, each part of the bed. So there's something planted along this edge, there's something planted in the middle, and then I had something planted all across here. Now, I don't remember what is what through here. I know I done zucchini, I know I done squash, So I just don't know which is what, because I did not label anything. This edge of the bed, I got a pack of Cosmo, some form of flower that I reseeded here. And so what I'm gonna do is tidy back up this, my garden space to keep from losing my mind. This one bed that I have full, this center part here is full of broccoli. And you see we have one that's germinated. This area here, which is the other part of the bed, I have cute carrots planted in here. And I did get me one plant of thyme. So I want to go back and maybe get a basil plant and put a plant on each corner of this bed. So let's see if I can quickly get these beds back in order. I'm sorry for the movement, but I've got to open up my tripod. I'm gonna hurt some dogs. And I know which dog done it. It's Oreo. So I'm moving all this dirt back into where it's supposed to go. I just lost my mic. It just went dead, so I'm gonna have to use my tripod so you guys can hear me. But I have put the dirt back to where it's supposed to be. Now mind you, I had seeds all through here, so now if anything germinates, see, look, if anything germinates, then it's going to be all over the place, because like I said, I had those seeds everywhere. Now let's talk about my water system. I have talked to Papa H about getting rainwater barrels, and I think he's in agreement with that, because I'm on county water. And when I tell you, I stand out here and soak these beds, but the water will not come off the top layer of this soil. The soil will not even Now I want you to look at this. You tell me if this happens to anybody else. Now see, it supposedly sucked that water up. Now the very time it does it, and I feel like I'm lied. Now it's supposed, I'm gonna give this a good drink of water, but it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain in my area for the remainder of the week, so I will not have to water anything else because it's supposed to get a good rain. Now, if I have any gardeners on my channel viewing this video, please leave me any tips or tricks. This is my first time having a true, I want to say above ground, but that's not what I'm looking for raised garden beds. And I want this to be a success because I just have so much. See this grass? I've told you this before. It is killer in the summer times with an in-ground garden. You just can't keep it out of your garden, and I'm getting old. I can't do it anymore. Now, I do know, like, in the heat of the day, you do not need to come out here and water nothing. Too hot. You do it first thing in the mornings, late at night, or in the afternoon rather. I would love to get some kind of watering system for these beds so that I can just turn on the spigot and it just waters it itself. But that will be the last part of my project. There's so much out here to do. Ooh, okay, so those bags of russets, can you see it? So they are starting to peek out. Oh, here we go. If you can see the green. So maybe we will get some potatoes. Since my mic is not working, guys, I'm gonna stand you up and we're gonna get this garden cleaned back up and watered for today. I might come back out this afternoon and try it again. But I'm gonna give it a good drink of water now and pray for the best. I do not see any ants I can't even get my words together. Surfacing to the top of the bed when I've sprayed water on it. So maybe I killed the queen when I put that stuff in here. So I'm gonna have to see if I can find my original tomato plants, see if I can get those back in the bed and see if I can keep them alive. So let's see what we can do right quick because I am on my lunch break. nice. I was able to recover some of my tomato plants. I'm not sure if they will survive. See, I'm missing a tomato plant here and here, and here's one, here's one, here's one. See, I don't know if they will make it, but I'm gonna give them I gave them a good drink of water. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. That's what the dog was looking for, was those eggshells. I had busted an egg under each one of my tomato plants, and I'll know from now on not to ever do that again. And there's a tomato plant. And so I won't ever do that again. But let's get the rest of this garden watered. If you can see it, do you see that little green spot right there? That is a pea. So we did get some germination. What I'm thinking is, since I planted these butter beans so far away from the edge of the bed, since my cilantro and other herbs are not holding it together, I think I may come back and do some herbs along the edge of the bed here when these plants bush out. I will see how far they bush out this season, and if they will shade my herbs, it'll be great. But if they grow too big and I can't get them to like go over into the bed versus coming out the bed, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I've got the entire bed garden space watered. I'll come back out this afternoon and give them a good drink this afternoon too. But like I said, it's supposed to rain. This is Tuesday, so it's supposed to rain all the rest of the week in my area. So they'll get a good drink. I hope the rainwater rejuvenates these tomato plants. That would be awesome, because I sure hate to have, I may end up going Saturday back to the greenhouse to get some more tomato plants. And start those back over just in case they don't make it. But other than that, that's what we've got. Good Friday. Not only did we plan out the beds, but we went strawberry picking that morning. I should have filmed that. I just didn't. We didn't have the time. But I want to show you an area that last summer I got strawberry starts. And the dogs, again, destroyed it. Now, let me turn you around. Now, in this area right here, this is where I started raised beds. I have about 5 cinder block beds in this area. So when it turns winter time, Papa H is going to burn through that, and he's going to retrieve my cinder blocks. Now, this bush, let me get my finger right. This big bush right here is a blueberry bush. I'm trying to zoom in, but on this section of the area, I'm thinking about taking those cinder blocks, stacking them up in a thin line. So it'll be a box, but it'll be a thin box. It won't be as wide as these. So all through here, a straight line, build up that area to about 4 cinder blocks high, maybe as many cinder blocks as I got over there and along the property. When I get my compost to fill these beds and to top off the wood beds, I'll fill that space with compost also. And we will order some more strawberry starts and get the strawberries started, because I felt like it was a good deal. I got a 5-gallon bucket of strawberries for $35. I wanted to come over here and show you 2 years ago, me and Papa H were at Agri Supply, and they had apple trees, fruit trees, they had peach trees, all these things. And we bought this little tree. That was 2 years ago. What am I doing wrong? What do I need to put around or re-dig this tree up and put to the roots? Because in 2 years, this is as tall as it's got. That was the same height it was when we bought it. So that was an epic fail. I do not proclaim to know everything about gardening. This is my journey at gardening. I would love to be 70% self-sufficient, but it seems like ever since we moved on this property, nothing is going our way. Now, me and Papa H, I showed you a video of last summer where we were out here picking this blueberry bush. It is out of control. It has 2 trees growing out the center of it. We were supposed to get out here and prune it down. Did we do it? As you can see, we did not. We did not have time. But it is on my priority list after this growing season. It will be pruned down because we cannot get to the top of this. The birds get the top portion, we get the bottom portion. But I just wanted to bring you over here and let you look at that. We have the buds. We have the babies growing, so it won't be long. We'll be canning blueberry jelly. I canned that last year, and it was a great success. These kids love it better than grape jelly from the store. But I just wanted you to see we've got so much blooming. If you can see that, if it focuses. This area here is a grapevine. My parents came over and worked really hard to clean it up and to get it back established in a normal setting. We did not have time to take care of it. We did not. It's got blossoms. It's ready to bear. So we're hoping that when it dies back, we're going to get that cleaned up. This is a pear tree. I'd love to cut it out. I don't know what this is. If anybody knows in the comments what type of tree this is, I would love for it to be gone. This is a peach tree that was planted from the previous owner. As you can see, only one section of it is grows leaves. Everything else is dead. I want to dig that up and start new. This was an area where the grapevine had grown and seeded into this area. I would love to dig everything up, clean it out. I could put a row of peach trees down this side. Yes, that's Papa H's old truck. If anybody wants to buy it, please leave me something in the comments. It's got to go from here. It's a 74 GMC. Papa H is not going to do nothing with it, so it's got to go. This portion here ties into the grapevine. You see it go, the grapevine throws runners into this side of this tree. But this is a fig tree, and I tell you, it has once it was being smothered. So once they got this area cleaned out, beforehand it just blossomed. But if anybody knows any recipes or anything that I can do to preserve figs, let me know in the comments. Like I said, this is a pear tree, and I'm not sure what we can do to help this tree. I mean, I would just love to cut it down and let it grow back. I don't know if we need to get in there and cut some of the limbs out, what we need to do. But it's a work in process. Everything on a homestead is a work in process. our chickens. I told you about our rooster. Our rooster passed away. So we're trying to find, we're going to just have to redo this chicken coop. It's just not, the weather has tore it all to pieces. And they're barely in there living their best life. But I have 4 hens left. They've started producing some eggs. But I would love to have a rooster so that I can have egg layers and then I can have meat birds. So that's a work in process. And we're going to have to find us a rooster for next year.